It's hair wash day. You know what that means. I hear it's a popular thing for black people to get in the water with socks on, so I think I'm gonna try it today. I am so aesthetic. Alright, word to my people. I'm going to be trying to do my hair again. If you've seen the first video, then you will know that I actually kind of broke 1,000 views on that one. Now, am I doing this for the clout? Absolutely not. I am not. How dare you? How dare you think that I am? I'm not. Anyways, as you can see, I went to the pool already. I washed my hair, I blow dried it, and now it's time to section it out. Before I do that, I want to tell you that I am sick and tired of looking like Sid the Science Kid. Insert photo. It's not because I don't have a hairstylist. I actually did go to my hairstylist, showed her the video, showed her the results, and she basically told me that I stink. I did horribly. And some of the reasons for that were I dipped the hair way too far into my head and all of it just came unraveled. I braid upside down, and that's something that I'm probably not going to change this time because unfortunately, I don't know, it just hasn't, it's not clocking to me yet. So I'm going to do it the best way I know possible. I have a chart. This is my braiding chart for my head, and this is how my head should look at the end. I actually had the intentions of spending all day today, spending all day tomorrow, because it is technically Easter weekend and it is a Friday. I was going to spend this time to do my hair. So, without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin. Now, in case you haven't noticed, there are quite many things that have evolved since the last braid video, such as this braid box that I now have, and it comes with a bunch of different hairs. I think I have colored hair in here. Yeah. 2X expression, pre-stretched braiding hair with 48 inches of length on it. I have the infamous trifold mirror from my sister that I stole quite a while ago, actually. I asked if she wanted it back. She didn't say she wanted it back. Look, you can see yourself and you can see half of my room. I don't like that. Let's close it. You have some Shine and Jam. This is the gel. Last time we ran out of gel, so hopefully this time we don't run out of gel. I just bought this. It's fresh. It's new. We have. Nosotros tenemos. We have 4 combs. 5 combs? I don't know. Can't count. And finally an edge brush, which has a teeny tiny thingy to do this, to part. Yes. You get what I'm saying. You understand. You understand. I know you understand. You'll always understand me. The braid box. I think it's time for a location switch. Location switch. Time to set up my mirror. I think that's okay. Alrighty, here we go again. I had to turn off the camera for a bit because I really needed to lock in on the back, but I can show you through the mirror. Yeah, I'm just following the guide, guys. That's one side. You get the gist. Oh my god, what is that? Why do I look like that? Ah. Also, it has been about 40 minutes. Let's keep going. But one thing that my cousin also told me about, since she does hair herself, she was telling me how much easier it makes it for her when she just parts everything from the beginning. And when I first heard that, I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And now that I'm on my second time of trying to braid my hair myself, I'm realizing that it's quite efficient and it helps you move faster when you at least have everything lined up. So that way you can check all your lines when you're done and you can say, okay, this looks horrible, let me take this out, let me fix this, rather than braiding as you go and realizing that you messed up halfway through, which is kind of what happened to me last time. I think I got to the top and I wasn't too sure what to do, and the braiding guide wasn't really helpful for the top part, which is why I found this one so that I could just get a better picture of what I needed to do. My arm is in the way. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Whoa. How am I supposed to see my head? Dog. What are we? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I get frustrated and I stop. This is fun. I can't get past back here. So it looks like I'm taking another break. It is now 12:09. I started around 11:15-ish. Can you tell me if my part looks good?
Oh my god, what is that?
I fixed it. think I'm gonna watch Sherlock. I feel like it's almost like a tradition now whenever I do my hair to watch Sherlock, especially because we got our Disney Plus. The Great Debate. I think I need to start from the middle now and work my way down because I've been trying to work my way up, but I'm a little confused. You know you have 30 minutes? 30! Boom! Ba-bam! I don't know about this top part. It looks a little weird. Hey guys. Time check 2:55 p.m. This is how much I got done. I'm about to do a location switch. I've been in here for quite some time and I need to go spread out. Do a little hair spread, you know? Not too bad, not too shabby. Let's get back to work. Hey losers. So, I'm gonna actually put all of the hair out over here, so like, I made some space for it, kind of, by moving my dog to the top of my bed. I'm switching the hair color. Let me come down to your level. I originally did like a much lighter hair color, but I don't want it to look super grainy, if that makes sense. I'm going to do a darker color. This one is in T1B30. It's just slightly darker. It's just closer to black than it is brown and like a bleached color. I'm gonna be using that. I don't really want it to show too much. I want to kind of blend, you know? Blend. Blend. Did you guys hear BTS's new song? I actually don't listen to BTS like that, but the recent album, that was pretty fire, guys. That was pretty fire. Swim, swim. I just wanna swim. Through my head. Looks like, I hope it looks okay. Some analysis on it and like looking at it closely, and you can see like some parts where the braid has twisted. You can see where I added hair lower because I realized that these parts up here are thicker, which means I cannot use the same amount of hair that I use for the smaller parts at the very back. And it's just like a lot of trial and error and stuff like that. So I thought that while I go through this next row, I thought that I would go through some of the things that my hairstylist told me I should probably do the next time, which is this time to help my braids look a lot cleaner. Number one, I noticed that I was braiding upside down. I'm not really sure what it means to braid upside down in that sense, and I'm still like learning how to properly box braid. Just the way that I braid is a little bit different from her, and especially from professionals who have been doing this for such a long period of time. I'm working on it. Number two, I twist my hands. Obviously, when you're braiding on your own self, you can't braid like this. You have to braid like this. One of the harder parts is not being able to get that part straight, to get that actual braid to come out straight. But that's just one of those things that you can't do too much about. Number three, putting too much gel at the very end of my hair. I used gel religiously the last time I did my hair. Bro, like, it was insane. You should see me go. You should see me go. You saw me go, right? You saw me. Too much gel at the end. When I ended up dipping it, it shriveled, and I was like, why is it shriveling? And she told me if you use a lot of gel to secure your braids, then that just shows like your braiding style is quite weak. It needs some like reinforcements. So you should never be dependent on gel to hold the braid together, essentially. Which also brings me back to point number one, where I need to learn how to braid properly. Thank you. I think this is number 4, but I dipped the hair way too high. So when I dipped my hair, it went like all the way up here. And I didn't dip it myself because I didn't want to burn myself, so I asked my mom to help. And neither of us knew what we were doing whatsoever. So it went pretty high, and therefore it ended up taking a lot of the gel that was in these parts, which are what you need. You're gonna need the gel to be here so that you can help get all of the ends of your hair, especially because I think I have split ends and I need to cut my hair and I need to trim like immediately. A lot of those ends were like frizzy and they ended up just not too good. I will be taking my time when I do use hot water, and when I do the hot water and I wrap the ends of my hair, she mentioned I should take the water in the rag and use it to rub against the top of the braids, get some of that heat in there without actually scalding your own hair, because it's definitely possible to burn your hair with water. And one of the final things, some of the parts are not fully even, and because I'm definitely new to this, I think I was prone to mess up. So some of the parts at the back are a little smaller, and some of the parts in the middle section of my head are thicker, and they have a lot of hair, which is why I had a bit of trouble adjusting to the amount of hair I need to use as I go down the braid. I'm learning how to space out the hair pieces as I add them in so that it's not
going down my braid, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense.
And I just know I have like 3 rows left. So let's wrap it up. Y'all, we are nearing the end and I can almost taste the freedom. It is currently 7:50 p.m. But this is all that I have left. I have the top. I'm doing the front ones right now. A lot of things that I noticed during the process is that I was not adding enough hair, and that's why they look bony. And I needed them to look thicker. So I might go back over these 3. I'm gonna get you later. I'm gonna get you later. Can we talk about the political and economic state of our nation right now? I find myself so funny. I am so tickled by myself. It looks like a tornado just hit it. You don't even know what to say.
Like an ice cold drink of water.
I get it now. I'm parched. Like, I feel like SpongeBob when he was taken out of the water and he was laid in that you know what episode I'm talking about, and he was drying up. I'm droed up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, it's the last braid. I can taste the freedom, and I've come to realize that these little skinty braids on the corner do not matter that much when it comes to the state of my fingers right now. Like, ow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of braiding. Dip my hair, put some mousse, tie it down, call it a night. 내가 못할 게 뭐가 있어? 있어? 없어? 있어? 없어? 없어? 내가 못할 게 뭐가 있어? 없는데 네가 못할 게 뭐가 있어? Like, I toss and turn. Oh, great. Hey, don't sleep on this style. Don't sleep on my style. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. I need to eat something. I need to eat. Why do I not need to eat? Merry Christmas, everybody. That is how long it took me to film this second part of the video. Literally evolved into Christmas. Like, we've literally begun Christmas at this point. I finished my hair maybe about a week and a half ago, and I just never took out the time to show it. And I redid the front a couple of minutes ago, and I dipped it and everything, so you get to see everything. Over the course of the week, the front part started to come up a little bit earlier than I expected it to, and I particularly have quite fluffy hair, or quite soft hair as one might call it, so it does not stick easily. We've tried spritz, we've tried blowouts, we've tried hair dryers, and they will tell you that my hair doesn't listen to anybody but God. The only thing that I can do now is pray over it. On that note, this is what the part that has not been revamped looks like. So it looks like this pad piece. And you can see it's a little bit fluffy at the roots. It's a little bit messy at the roots and whatnot. But this is the new part that I just did. I literally just dipped it. And then we'll do an end analysis. These are what the ends look like for the past week that they've been in. They're not super clean, but they're also not super messy either. They weren't clean to begin with. But let's just say the dipping did help a lot with securing these ends, which is kind of the goal. This is the end analysis for the recently dipped part. But I've also learned a couple things over the past couple days that I'm going to explain. So my mom actually asked me to do her hair as well. So I was like, I don't think I could do it, but I tried it anyway. I realized a couple of things. One, I braided really, really slow. We're working on that. No more comments on that. Two, I need to tighten my grip, and so I've learned the art of consistency within my braiding that I can maintain while also not getting a cramp in this part of my left hand. Secondly, how much hair to add into each braid depending on the thickness. I add more hair towards this part, and then as I go down, I slowly add smaller pieces to the parts that I feel have less than the other ones as I'm braiding, if that makes sense. Say I have these 3 braids. This one is the thickest, this one is thick, this one is thinnest. And as I'm braiding them around, and I feel this one's thin, I pull this one to the right side, I place a braiding hair over it, and then I begin to weave it into the braid because I want to thicken that specific part. And in turn, it'll thicken these 2 strands. I don't know how else to explain it. My entire experience, it took me 10 hours to finish my hair. However, in contrast, when I used somebody else's head, aka my mother, it took me around 5 hours and 40 minutes, so I would just round it and say 6 hours, which is a significant difference from spending 10 hours and maybe spending like 2 or 3 hours trying to part my hair. And so that is all. Thank you so much for watching my long outro, my long braid video. Hopefully I cut it enough and it's enjoyable and it's short and it's interesting and it's informative. For this being my second time doing my hair, I think I did a pretty good job. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the